Usually, the mere mention of a stock or asset by Tesla founder Elon Musk is enough to send investors rushing to snap up its shares. But this time, the billionaire is backing his call to invest in cryptocurrencies with cold, hard cash. Tesla has invested $1.5 billion in Bitcoin and will start accepting the cryptocurrency as payment.
As part of the policy, which was duly approved by the audit committee of our board of directors, we may invest a portion of such cash in certain alternative reserve assets, including digital assets, and may acquire and hold digital assets from time to time or long term. Moreover, we expect to begin accepting Bitcoin as a form of payment for our products in the near future.
The news sent the price of Bitcoin surging 20%, and other cryptocurrencies are also benefiting.
When Elon Musk announced that he has put a portion of his treasury, 1.5 billion, into Bitcoin, the price spiked. We obviously felt that spike in our blockchain ETF as well. So from that standpoint, I am quite smiling today.
While some vendors have begun accepting digital currencies, they are still far from being considered cash. But an economic slowdown and a weaker US dollar could encourage other companies to add these virtual coins to their balance sheets.
I think we're going to see more and more CEOs realizing that there's a good way to hedge their US dollar exposure, and a decentralized currency is that way.
Despite the recent price hike, some analysts are still wary.
Well, look, there's no question about the trend of the Bitcoin price over the last year and further. There's also no question about Bitcoin's volatility over time. My own recommendation to the individual investor that's investing a retirement account or something very serious is don't do it.
But if the current rally persists, buying Bitcoin may soon be out of reach for everyone except billionaires. Mobin Nasir, TRT World.
Now, for more of this, Jeffrey Tucker joins me live from Great Barrington, Massachusetts, and he's editorial director at the American Institute for Economic Research. Welcome to Money Talks. First of all, a simple question. Why did Tesla do this? Elon Musk, why did he do this?
Well, he calls it an investment, but actually it's just a shift of the means by which you're holding your certain assets. He's got a lot of cash on hand. He doesn't see a very good prospects for dollars right now, and is looking for a higher return. So you convert dollars to Bitcoin, and you're probably going to be better off. Elon's not a silly man, and he understands the latest rally over the last 6 months is very different from anything we've experienced over the last 10 years. You've got institutions involved. It's not behaving the way it did in the past. I expected a big pullback after it hit 30,000. I was wrong about that, and that's what tipped me off that something's different this time. This is a stateless asset, a stateless currency. States around the world have not been performing as well as they might have over the last year. So something like Bitcoin is a pretty good bet, and I would say it's actually likely that Satoshi Nakamoto, the creator of Bitcoin, his vision might be finally in the process of being realized, which is we have an alternative reserve currency for the world in the making, and Musk wants to be part of that.
All right. So after Tesla, which companies do you think will follow suit?
Oh, I think you've got Apple is going to move into the space, and all the big giants. Anybody with a lot of spare cash is going to look at this and see the opportunity costs of holding dollars and wonder why they're doing it. It's a big step, for any big company to move into this asset that people have called a Ponzi scheme for a better part of 10 years. But after a while, you wonder, you're starting to think, maybe I'm stupid. I mean, it's very nice to have a portfolio that's nicely diversified among conventional stocks, but when Bitcoin's massively outperforming them, at some point you've got fiduciary responsibility to the company to have your excess cash in the highest performing asset there is, and that's increasingly looking like Bitcoin. We're now year 11, and it's never been hacked. it seems to just perform better and better and better. The usage, not just of Bitcoin, but of all the derivative products, Bitcoin Cash and all these other things, the
So,
Ethereum for smart contracts
Jeffrey,
and everything, all perform.
sorry to interrupt, but would this, everything you're saying just now, these points, would that convince governments to invest?
I think that's going to be a long way off. I don't see that happening anytime soon. Governments aren't that smart, and they're not willing to take those kinds of risks. I think we're going to see governments dabbling and trying to create their own crypto currencies to try to compete with the private sector, but I don't see much hope for that any more than if they started their own email servers at this point. It's too little too late, and the market's already gotten away from them.